Hi guys, Rune here, and today I received a challenge lock in the mail from Lock Affinity. So we are going to be using this USB powered microscope to look at the challenge lock pins. Okay, so we got the lock in the vise. We are going to be picking, as stated, Old Diamondback Sturgeon by Lock Affinity, and here's the mummified key. And we are going to be using 40 thousandths top of the keyway, and I'm going to be using this Reed Witt special hook 1 to pick the lock. So let's get started. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you're picking sergeants is that they have extremely good tolerances for residential low-end locks. So it's very easy to overset a pin when you're picking them. So I'm just checking for binders. That one in the back seems to be binding. Oh, and we got it open. Just that easy. So let's go ahead, take this out of the vise, and we are going to gut it and look at the pins under the electronic microscope. Okay, so we have the lock gutted. Here are the pins. Like I said, we're going to look at it under the microscope. I wanted to show off the key. This one does appear that it's been hand cut, because normally you wouldn't get these equally U values in here. There was no mods. There was no mods to the core or the Bible. You have that standard Sargent keyway, and here is the Bible. No mods to the Bible. All of the key pins are standard. I was going to take one of these out here and show you guys what it looks like under the microscope. So nothing, no mods to it, nothing on the top. Maybe slight manufacturer's beveling, but on there, zoom in, there we go. You can see it there a little bit, but nothing special with that pin. But let's go take a look at these pins, which are the custom pins, are the ones that we want to see. So look at this beautiful pin work on this one. You can see like how evenly depth it is. Definitely uniform all around. Just moving it back and forth. You can see a little bit of tool marking there. So that is the driver pin for one. For driver pin number 2, it looks like a standard mushroom pin. I don't think he made this one. I think he might have taken this one out of a lock, but it's hard to say. I don't really see any tool marks on it. Oh, gotta run away. Maybe a little bit of tool mark right there. Here is the driver pin for number 3, and you can see in that spool portion we got varying depth serrations in there, which under the naked eye you wouldn't be able to see very well. You got a little bit of tool mark. That must be where he clamped it in the Dremel or whatever he uses to make his pins. Come on. So here is driver pin number 4. You can see we got those varying depth serrations in there for this one as well, for the spool portion. And then lastly, we got driver pin number 5. This one, it looks like there's only one varying depth serration near the top. It kind of goes up into a pinnacle and then goes deep again. And then just to show off one of the springs, this one's a mangled spring. You can see how it's been pretty heavily damaged. But spring number 3 and 4 are the only ones that have spring variation. They're short springs. The other springs 1 and 2 and 5 are the same length. So that is the pin work for old Diamondback sturgeon. Hopefully you guys like this content, and you guys let me know what you guys think of the microscope, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.